Welcome back to my channel, my dear viewers. Today I'll be taking you guys to how to go about trading on DEGEN chain, how to bridge and how to trade there. So here right now, just pay attention. I'll show you how to bridge. Then we'll go on to how to go about buying tokens. So here right now, I'll So right here, right now, the first thing you need to do is to fund your base network. You can use your Binance. Binance is cheaper for withdrawal. You just have to buy ETH on Binance and then withdraw via base chain. So here, the first thing you need to do after funding your wallet with base Ethereum is to go to this particular link. I will drop it in the video description section. So once you get there, all you need to do is to do it. Let's say, for example, I have this amount. I'm bridging this amount. So all you need to do is base will be at the top, the gen will be down, then you click on swap. When swapping, I use wallet guard, so pop up just to show me, just to see if the site is safe. If you're a new viewer, please don't forget to click on that subscribe button and also don't forget to like and share it with friends and relatives who might be interested in it as well. So here right now, see it says network is busy. So you can see the fee is it is very reasonable. So just confirm. So just click continue. Say it has been swapped. So as you can see, it was swapped already. The original balance I was having is 45. So here now, most times when you're done with any transaction and you notice you didn't see any impact, just refresh the page. Just always refresh the page. When you refresh page, balance will reflect. I think the okay, as you can see, it has been taken from my base balance, so it's here to reflect here. But let's go to swap. Let's check. Let's say I'm trying to swap to this, for example. So I need to change network right now. What I'll just do it manually. I'll go to my MetaMask wallet, then I'll just move to DEGEN chain. On DEGEN chain. So sometimes it takes a little time before it will reflect your wallet. So sorry for the background. Yeah, I had to do this video because of the demand. Yeah, I am it's kind of it. So, so here right now, just hold on a bit for the gen to reflect. So what I'll just do once again is to refresh. I'll refresh the page. There are sometimes you also get RPC errors. All you need to do is just to refresh the page. Uh, so I guess there is congestion because it doesn't take this long actually. So let's just be patient and watch. I see some of the tokens I bought already on the chain. So one thing I need to inform you guys as well again is that just like we have on what's it called on base, when base originally you can it says you see, it said you can revisit this page in 7 days to claim your withdrawn funds. So when you're withdrawing, it takes 7 days. So that was a similar issue we had on Base originally when it first launched because there was no means of bridging and it was difficult to bridge out. So which is the same issue we have here currently. But what our advice is just keep using the chain. I believe there are a lot of projects that will come on board. The likes of Alto, the likes of Orbiter, they definitely come. And when they come, it will now make bridging easier. So just keep accumulating funds here, keep swapping and making your money here. So here right now, I will have to refresh again just to see if it's here to reflect. So just hold on a bit. So as you can see, it has actually dropped, but it's not showing here on the swap. So that's why I said you need to always try to refresh. You can see it has dropped. So you need to always refresh, just refresh the browser. Sometimes when you're encountering any error, all you need to just do is just to refresh your browser. So sometimes if it is RPC error, if you increase slippage and it doesn't work, just refresh. So here right now, the bridge is you can just go to Dex Screener. That's the go-to place when it comes to swapping and when it comes to is checking for token. So here right now, let's assume I want to swap. I want to buy the bridge. That's the gem bridge. I don't know if it's have a working product that helps to bridge or something, but from the way you can see, it's actually just 2 hours old, but it's actually done well already. So because of this, you can see a lot of people are buying, even though some are selling at the moment. So here, it is very important to always check out for sales because there are a lot of honeypots here, as I've said. So I've already tried buying and selling DGen. So because of that, DGen bridge. So because of that, I can decide to buy if I want to. I can just decide to buy like let's say 500 DGen. So here, this 500 is only giving you one bridge. So because bridge at the moment in dollar is actually worth 23 USD. So that means I'm buying with 23 USD worth. So here, let's just say I'm buying with this swap and confirm swap. I use 15% slippage. So that's what works for me most times. So that was why I decided to. Slippage doesn't mean you're losing money or something. It means when market front runs, maybe it's the volatility is high. It can even if it's while you are swapping, even if it will go up to 50% increase as at the time you're trying to make the swap, it will still buy the token for you. It won't fail your transaction. That's what slippage means. So when you front run, sometimes you might be saying that I'm buying when it's also price, but it might have done if it's 15% of 1 million, for example, it might have gone like 150,000 more. So that means even if it goes to that up to that, it will buy it. That's what slippage actually means. So let's assume you're swapping. You can see the swap. You can see their fee. Their fee is actually very low compared to most chains. So that's just how you buy. So here I actually have plans. I hold some paper because when I breached into this chain, there are some tokens I saw and I feel the most important thing you always look out for. Let me just use this avenue to take you guys through some little basic things. There are some things you need to look out for in new chains like this. It is the ticker. When you say ticker, it means the name and the logo and everything of the project. You see this, it got 1.3, 1.4 at some point. So now it's currently 721. So because of this, I already have some of it. So because of this, I'll decide because we are I believe we are still early on this chain. And because of that, it is very important to try to gain ground on the early movers. So I think the one I tried to buy earlier failed because the balance did not change. It could be that the balance is just showing that. So that's why it's important to always refresh. Let me refresh before doing any other thing just to show if it actually went through or not. So you can see the balance has changed. So which means it went through. It's just that you need to refresh, as I said earlier. So here I'll do this. I'll just buy like 300, like let me just make it 200 more of this. So it's more like I'll just buy. So just aside buying, I want to show you guys how I do my own research when it comes to searching for new tokens on every chain. But I'll be using DGen chain as a case study on how to go about searching for working a new token that could be a bullish sticker, that could be something big on the chain. So right here, right now, the first particular one, let me once this swap is done, I will take you guys through how to go about searching that. So just pay attention and just watch how I go about doing it. So here I'll just confirm this transaction. So after confirming this transaction, so I'll just go to the same place we'll be going is same place we'll be using, which is Dex Screener. When after getting to, you can see this is my transaction on Dex Screener. 200 DGen means $10. So you can see this is it. This is just the transaction I just made. So here, aside that, you just go to when if you want to do the research as I said earlier, you just go to Dex Screener. Once you come to Dex Screener, we are trying to check on DEGEN chain. So you have to set your filter to DEGEN chain. I always prefer new launch. I always prefer new launch and liquidity. The minimum liquidity I always use is 1,000 US dollars for liquidity. Then I don't need minimum per page. That's the hours. I prefer the maximum. It should not be more than something that a token that was created within 5 hours. Anything above 5 hours will not be shown for me. It is everything that is within 5 hours I will be seeing. So this platform, you have to change the platform. If not, it will bring every chain. So I'm streamlining everything to DGen chain. So here right now, as you can see, once I click on apply, it will show me everything on DGen chain that was created, that was launched within 5 hours range. So as you can see here now, the bridge is still here. So we have Zilla, we have. So when you check, I actually saw this around. Hey, this is Nomi. I saw it around 100K. It's gone to around $100,000. D Nomi is because Nomi is actually a ticker that trended on other chains like Solana and Base because those are one of the key chains that are actually doing well at the moment. So I always watch out for those kind of tickers, those names the likes of. You see, like Neged, this is Neged. It has actually done so hard. Some projects they will actually have the good name, but they have the problem is they have a very bad dev behind the project. It's just there to extract people and move on. So sometimes you are not always right. So that's why it is always good to trade DGen with something you can afford to lose. Don't overexpose yourself in a way that you lose something and you will now be having a sleepless night. That's unreasonable trading. So here, when you come here, when as you can see, there are a lot of tokens that were launched within the range of 5 hours. And what I always do is I always check the market cap. I will compare the market cap to liquidity as well. So when you're checking market cap, I don't trade tokens that have liquidity higher than market cap. Just like this, you can see this AI blue. Liquidity is 16K and the market cap is 13K. As the rate, I always like a ratio of something within the range of probably 60 to 40, 70 to 30 ratio, where this will be 70% of what we have as liquidity. That's for mem. That's what I want. That's for me. It must not necessarily be the same for you. So that's just about me. So you can see Zilla as well. Zilla, at some point I saw Zilla around 150, 500 about. So this kind of thing as well. For Zilla, you can decide to just I can decide to just risk little amount, something like 10 USD on Zilla as well, even though it has actually dropped. Because here, and sometimes when I see much more dump on the token, you can see this has done so much. That's like went down from all-time high. It has went down like 3 times its value. So I might not decide. I might decide. I can just decide not to go for this because feel it's most investors when it comes to meme tokens when you have dips like this it looks scary to them. Some will not even want to buy. But see someone just bought $2,000 worth of this Zilla right now as the dip. So it's something you can just decide to say, oh, this thing looks very very risky. So you can just decide to risk very very little amount. I can just decide to say, okay, since it looks very risky, it might go to zero or something. Okay, let me risk very very little amount. I'll just copy this, go to the swap, and I get to the swap and decide to just buy. Paste your contract address, import, import. So after importing, I can just decide to buy 100, which would be around 5 USD. So here, just swap to Zilla, confirm swap, to pop up my wallet, which is my MetaMask wallet. So once it pop up your wallet, you just confirm your swap. Always make sure you check, you refresh the page to confirm that yes, your swap actually went through. Because there are sometimes you think the swap went through, later you get a notification that swap failed. So you might be thinking, yes, my money is pumping, my money is doing well, my trade is doing well, not knowing that your trade did not actually go through. So it is very, very important to always confirm. Check the balance of the token you swap to and check if it has actually swapped. So that's that for that. You can decide to add it to MetaMask so that it will be showing on in your wallet when it's verified on MetaMask. So that's just the purpose of this. So I believe with this, you guys should understand how to go about special things. So this is Zilla, as I said. You can see it went to 97. So here, there are a lot of tokens here. And this NOMI is something that you can decide to also like the name, considering the name, and just decide to say, oh, let me risk this little amount of money thereabout. So it's just a thing of your conviction. So it's actually about your conviction. So thank you very much for watching the video, guys. So you can see like this now, it's showing 0. Then when I refresh, I believe the balance will eventually change and it will show the amount I'm supposed to have. So that's how to go about this particular chain. So here you would see my Zilla, it's now showing value. So that's what you need to do on DGen chain, and I believe this video will go a long way to help you guys in making some decision, because showing you how to go about this on DGen chain, it's not just about DGen chain. You can use this particular strategy for every single chain, including Solana, Base, and every other chain you wish to make research on or something. So that's it, guys. So thank you very much for watching my video, and I would really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, turn on notification, and share with your friends and relatives. Thank you very much, guys.